Weird day for mods today. We weren't expecting to see anything as Giants are off on their annual retreat. However, we still got 21 mods released today. All platforms got 20 updates, no new ones. And PC and Mac players did get one new mod. We're going to go over everything here. You can check the timestamps down below to see what you want to see first. Otherwise, let's jump right in. All right, let's start off with the JCB Fastrac 4000 icon from Ross and Mods. It's going to be version 1.1. Fixed incorrect texture on the rear left brake. Fixed the steering bar position, added mirror guards and lights, adjusted the mirror position, and added support for precision farming sensors. Next, we have the JCB Fastrac 8000 icon, also from Ross and Mods, and also version 1.1. Added mirror guard and lights, adjusted the mirror position, and added support for precision farming sensors. Not from Ross, but from Micro GT, the Krone BigM. This will be version 101, a preparation for real GPS by Bairn Gamers. Interior camera installed in the seat and passenger added. Next up from B3N and Hans, we have the Krampe Big Body 8900 version 1001. Fixed a bug that prevented loading through silos and forage harvesters. Also, alpha bending activated on the hydraulic flap, which prevents the grid from blurring quickly at a distance. Next up, the PG228 Genesis version 1.1. Added main and rim color configurations, added tire pressure configs, and thanks to Rick Black label for the approval for the tire pressure control system. And a cultivator, the Madara Agro Cultivator Pack version 101. Fix the 3D model of the Tyrex MPM 6300. Next, let's talk about map updates. We have the Michigan map from Taylor Farms and Salty Shorty version 1.1. New save game is not required for this. Fix the iron ore and metal pallets issue that 1.1 broke. Custom soil map for precision farming mod and modded cow barn with robot feeder added to the map to work with the alfalfa implementation. Our next update is going to be exactly the same for Prairie Farm Michigan version 1.2 and Frankenmuth farming map version 1.3. New save game is not required. Corn harvest texture and yield has been increased. Soybean harvest texture, row spacing, and yield increased. Sugar beet row spacing to match amity equipment and yield increased. More paintable ground textures. Sheds have gutter and downspouts with water effect when raining. Flat rolling texture. After collecting 10 of the collectibles, the rest will show on the mini-map. Chopped alfalfa and alfalfa haylage fill types have been added for full alfalfa integration. 4 base game modded bunk silos have been added to the map for making alfalfa haylage. You must use these bunkers. You cannot use any of the other modded ones or the base game bunkers to make alfalfa haylage. Alfalfa haylage bales can be made by wrapping wet alfalfa bales. Custom soil map for precision farming mod and modded cow barn with robot feeder added to work with the alfalfa implementation. Couple more map updates for you. Next one is Lipinki version 1.301. They've added precision farming DLC compatibility and the ability to mow buckwheat with a windrower has been removed. If you're already using version 1.3 of this, you do not need to start a new save game. We also have an update to Rottumer Island version 1.2. Also pretty sure I call this Rottumer Island in the map preview of this. So yeah, my bad. We've got adjusted the feed for the cows so that you can use grass for 0 grazing and still get 100 efficiency. Added soil map for precision farming. Removed the sheep from the pastures to prevent wool from spawning. Changed some road textures. Changed the diesel tank at the arable farm so that you can refuel it. And minor changes in the decoration. Now, he does say that you only need a new save game for the diesel tank at the arable farm. The other updates do not require a new save game. So just a heads up there. Also, big shouty outy to Marnix for hitting me up and letting me know. Our last map update will be Starowies version 1.101. Fixed the invisible light switch in the silo building. Added the ability to produce manure in the pigsty. Removed 1 tree near field 19. Removed the ability to mow buckwheat with a windrower and added compatibility with precision farming DLC. If you're already using 1.1 of this map, you do not need a new save game. Rest of the updates for all platforms today are placeables, and our first one is the multi-dairy production version 1.002. Increased the recipe speed, increased the storage capacity, added double stack pallet spawning, updated new items images, changed the chimney smoke to only be visible while the production is active. That's pretty cool. Slightly increased the pallets and unloading trigger size, removed the warning stripes for unloading triggers, still unload in front, and adjusted the pallet blocking system. Fertilizer Plant Plant version 1.2, trigger fixes. Pack-a-large Cowsheds version 1.1, straw bale bedding function has been added. Big white cow barn version 1.1, straw bale bedding function added and improved the animal area. Medium cowshed with feeding robot version 1.1, mod description updated and increased the amount of TMR stored in cowshed. Pigsty with a barn version 1001, visual improvements and added animated attic hatch. Next to last, UK indoor sheep barn version 1001, fixed collision stopping players going into the barn. And your last mod today for all platforms, old Australian barn version 1001, adjusted storage areas. And lastly today, let's talk about a new mod for PC and Mac players. We have the Rinoagro tipping trailer pack from Cowshed Modding and Design and Rinoagro, so they're credited on the mod as well. This pack includes 3 mods. You've got the 50 TB, the 60, and the 80. The 80 actually has different capacity options. So we'll take a look. First one's going to be that 50. We have a 4.5 ton weight, 14,000 liter capacity on here. This one does not have wheel brands, but we do have a standard and wide tire. Ladder is a yes or no. However, no is actually ladder with platform, which I think looks really good. We also have design, which is going to be a little lip that's added to the back here. Really not quite sure what you would use this for in real life, but if you know, please let me know. So it helps me understand the equipment a little bit better. And then we have a main color. This one confuses me a bit because it does change the frame at the bottom. However, the axles don't change colors. But the hubs on the outside of the axles do change colors. Again, a little bit weird to me, but maybe there's a reason for this. Kid, hey, you know, let me know. We can take a look at the 60 now. This weighs a little bit more, 5.5 tons, 21,000 liter capacity. We do have wheel options here from Trelleborg, BKT, for the stun, and that is it. We do have standard and wide tires, which is nice to see. Same ladder option at the front and same color setup at the bottom as well. Lastly, we have that 80T with a 37,000 liter capacity, weighing even more at 7.3 tons, although we can drop the capacity down to 27.5, but the weight stays the same, so that's important to note. Wheel brands are going to be, as far as I know, exactly the same. So are the wheel setups. We have 3 axles instead of 2, ladder option at the front, of course, and absolutely, yes, that color option down there. Still can't figure out why it's changing the hubs, but not the axles. Usually it's the other way around. These aren't too big, but they do look very nice. So great job on those. Checking them out. Oh, yeah. In the past, we've seen the Rinoagro stuff released for PC, and then a console version, like a Lizard version, has released sometime soon after. So I am expecting to see that here as well, but we will have to wait and see. I don't know for sure. And there you go. As I mentioned, nice, short, sweet, and to the point. Only a bunch of updates today for all platforms, but on a day that Giants aren't even in the office, anything more than 0, I think, is a big win. We'll have the news coming out later on, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I just hope you have an awesome day. Happy Wednesday to you, and we'll catch you in the next one.